Hello there, you're watching our television. This is State of Business. I'm Pamutha Katukampala with our headlines. Both Litre and Laughs announce price reductions. Send more dollars and enjoy more buying at the airport, the government tells the Sri Lankans overseas. Welcome back here with State of Business. Now let's have a detailed look at today's stories. President Ranil Wickremesinghe announced that the agreement with the International Monetary Fund would be presented to Parliament for a vote on whether to support it. The President made these observations at a meeting held with university professors and heads of economic departments at the Ministry of Finance auditorium day before yesterday.
මෙම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට දාලා මේ ගිවිසුම ගැන සහයෝගය දෙන්නවද නැද්ද කියලා ඡන්දයක් ගන්න. හැම එක්කෙනාම පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ ස්ථාවරයක් ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා එතෙන්ට දාලා අපි යෝජනාවක් ඉදිරිපත් කරනවා මේකට සහයෝගය දෙන්න කියලා. ඒකට තීරණය කරන්න ඡන්දය දෙනවද නැද්ද කියලා. සමහර දෙකම වැලකිලා ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක ඉස්සෙල්ලා දාලා අහනවා. ඒකම ඊට පස්සේ කාරණා දෙකක් කියනවා. එකක් මේ මම බැලුවේ මේ IMF එකතාවයේ ගතියුතු ප්‍රධාන කරුණු නීතියක් හැටියට කියනවා. The anti-corruption law will be out very soon, maybe by May. There are three important bills that are coming out: Anti-Terrorism, Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and Anti-Corruption. Minister of Justice has discussed this with the Chief Justice, who has asked that each don't bring all three bills together because it will be difficult for the Supreme Court to go into it, and there will be a shortage of lawyers. So he will work out a scheme. One bill will come out first towards the end of April, then the other two by somewhere by June. All three bills will come.
Now, both Litre and Laughs Gas have made announcements to reduce the price of domestic gas cylinders with effect from midnight tonight. The two largest liquefied petroleum gas suppliers made their respective announcements on Monday. According to the Litre gas formula, the price of a litre domestic gas cylinder will be reduced by 1,005 rupees with effect from midnight today. Accordingly, the price of a 12.5 kilogram cylinder will be 3,728 rupees, and the 5 kilogram cylinder will be reduced by 402 rupees down to 1,502 rupees. The price revision has taken place following collective efforts taken by the Finance Ministry, Consumer Affairs Authority and the Presidential Secretariat and Litre Lanka Limited. According to Litre Gas Chairman Mudita Pires, several factors including the drop in gas prices in the world market and the strengthening of the rupee have influenced the price reduction. Meanwhile, Laughs Gas plc has also reduced the price of their domestic gas cylinders by a significant amount following the announcement by Litre. With effect from midnight today, 12.5 kilogram cylinder will be reduced by 1,290 rupees and the new price will be 3,990 rupees. And price of a 5 kilogram cylinder will be reduced by 516 rupees and the new price will be 1,596 rupees. The company said that the price reduction was in a bid to provide relief to the crisis-hit consumers in view of the upcoming festive season. Meanwhile, a new mobile app will be introduced to facilitate foreign remittances with an aim to boost foreign inflows from Sri Lankan expatriates in other countries. Minister of Labour and Foreign Employment yesterday announced that it will be launched on the 1st of next month. The new app has been named as Lanka Remit and it will see some duty concessions at the main airport for Sri Lankan migrant workers as incentives. Foreign Employment Minister Manusha Nanayakara at a media briefing yesterday said that the relief is implemented under 5 categories and workers who have sent an amount between $2,400 and $4,799 within a period of 12 months can get an additional duty relief of $600 at the airport. Foreign employees who remitted between $4,800 and $7,199 will receive an additional duty relief of $960. The employees who can remit between $7,200 and $11,999 will receive an additional duty relief of $1,440. Minister Nanayakara also added that anyone who is capable of remitting between $12,000 and $23,999 are eligible for a duty waiver of $2,400, with those who remit over $24,000 or more are eligible for huge duty concessions. The minister said the move was part of the government's goal to boost the monthly remittances to $1 billion and the move also comes to discourage migrant workers using informal transactions like Hawala and Undial. Stay tuned for more stories after this short commercial break.
IWS Aviation.
Welcome back, you're with State of Business. Now, the Minister of Agriculture announces that the National Agricultural Policy will be presented to the Cabinet of Ministers within weeks. The proposed National Agriculture Policy focuses on food and feed crops and sustainable food security with improved food quality. Agriculture Minister Mahinda Amaraweera at a recent event stressed a consistent national policy that does not change with administration was essential for agriculture to flourish in Sri Lanka. It was added that he is hoping to receive approval for the policy and implement it at the earliest. It is formulated under 10 thematic areas ensuring overall benefits reach the society, economy and environment. The contribution of the agriculture sector of Sri Lanka to the gross domestic product is about 7% and 21.7% of the total exports. It involves 23.73% of the national labour force and occupies nearly 45% of the total land area in the current context. The minister also said the ministry has decided to introduce a QR code system for farmers in future to fast-track the distribution of fertilizer and seeds for agricultural purposes. He noted that the QR system can be applied to distribute fertilizer, seeds and many others that are extended by the government to the farmers. Minister Amaraweera also pledged to provide additional subsidies to farmers who went through several hardships due to the lack of fertilizer. He said the government has gradually managed to rectify the issues faced by the distribution networks. Meanwhile, independent MP Padley Chompika Ranaweka says that the government must pave the way for the interested investors to invest in Sri Lanka without bringing unnecessary regulations. Addressing a media briefing in Colombo yesterday, he said that monitoring bodies such as PUCSL must be allowed to perform freely.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම පුජ්‍යලිකාංශයට ව්‍යාපාර දෙනවා නම් ශක්තිමත් අතිශය ශක්තිමත් නියාමන ක්‍රියාවලියක් නියාමන අධිකාරී ප්‍රමාණයක් ස්වාධීනව තිබිය යුතුමයි. හැබැයි ආණ්ඩුව මොකද කරන්නේ? දැන් තියෙන නියාමන අධිකාරී වලටත් උදාහරණයකට අර මහජන උපයෝගිතා කොමිසම වැනි ඒවටත් පහර දෙනවා. බිඳ දමනවා. ඒවා දුර්වල කරනවා. දේශපාලනකරණය කරනවා. ඒ වගේම නිදහස් තරඟයට ඉඩ දිය යුතුයි. දැන් IOC එක ගේන වෙලාවේ 2002 දී අපිට කිව්වේ සිපෙට්කෝ එකත් එක්ක තරඟ කළා අඩු මිල ලැබෙනවා කියලා. ඒ යථාර්ථවාදීව ගත්තොත් එහෙම වෙලා නැහැ. හැබැයි තර්කයක් හැටියට සෛද්ධාන්තිකව ගත්තොත් සිපෙට්කෝ එකයි IOC එකයි තෙල් විකුණන්න ගිහිල්ලා තරඟ කළා අඩු මිල අපිට ලැබෙනවා. අපිට අඩු මිල ලැබිලා නැහැ. ඇයි? ආණ්ඩුව ඒව නියාමනය කරනවා. ආණ්ඩුව අධික ලාභ උපයනවා. අද ආණ්ඩුවම කියලා තියෙනවා රුපියල් 178 පෙට්‍රල් ලීටරයකින් ඩීසල් ලීටරයකින් ගන්නවා කියලා. ආණ්ඩුවම කියලා තියෙනවා. ඒතර මේ විදිහට ආණ්ඩුව මේවයින් බදු ගගහ ලාභ උපයන්න ගියාම මේවට සිනෝපෙක් නෙවෙයි කවුරු ආවත් මහජනයාට අඩු මිලට නම් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. නිකන් ෂෙට් ටික බෙදලා දෙන එක විතරයි වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි ඒකෙන් එක්තරා දෙයක් වෙයි. මොකද්ද? අඩුම ගානේ කෙටි කලකට මේ තෙල් ගෙන්වීමේදී ආනයනයේදී යන ඩොලර් බිල යම් ප්‍රමාණයක සහනයක් ලැබේ. නමුත් රජයේ විධිමත් නියාමනයක් තියෙනවා නම් තරඟකාරීත්වයට ඉඩ දෙනවා නම් ඔය ඇමරිකා එක්සත් ජනපදයේ වගේ රටවල් කරනවා වගේ අත් වශයෙන්ම මේ ක්‍රියාවලියෙන් යම් සහනයක් ජනතාවට ලැබෙන්න නියමිතයි.
Now, Hemas Hospitals recently launched their Upakara initiative at the Hilton Hotel Colombo. Through this initiative, they will provide free monthly dialysis cycles to a selected number of chronic kidney disease patients from low-income backgrounds. This marks as a life-saving effort from a private health care provider contributing to the health and well-being of underprivileged individuals and communities on a national level. It's been done with the understanding that a portion of the country's population face difficulties with affording basic health care with the dire economic situation at present. It is believed amongst the medical community that every 1 in 10 people is suffering from chronic kidney disease, while a vast majority is unaware of the fact that they have it, which results in patients seeking medical health at its later stages. Speaking at the event, Managing Director of HEMAS, Dr. Lakit Puri, said that the financial burden of having to regular dialysis treatment or even transplant can be an unbearable burden considering the macroeconomic instability of the country. Dr. Puri further stated that he considers it is his duty to ensure all Sri Lankans have access to life-saving treatment they require regardless of their financial background.
Members of our panel, who would be the governance panel where they will select patients based on merit, our well-wishers and distinguished invitees. My heartfelt appreciation for being here for the launch of Upakara, a life-saving, monumental effort by HEMA's hospitals and labs to give new lease of life to patients, CKD patients who cannot afford private healthcare services or doesn't have the means to afford private dialysis. Upakara of HEMA's will do 60 dialysis a month totally free of cost for deserving patients of underprivileged communities, which will be selected by a governance board based on how deserving they are and based on merit. And we look forward to doing 700 plus dialysis for a year in this Upakara initiative. And all that will be totally free of cost.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back with the stock update. Welcome back, you're watching State of Business, and now the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The Asia Price Index dropped 62.96 points to close at 9,173.97, and the S&P 20 dropped 5.89 points to close at 2,670.59. The turnover was 0.7 billion rupees and over 25 million shares were traded. Coming up next are Forex rates. Well, that's a wrap from today's edition of State of Business. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.